Hello and welcome back to Thirst Time. It's been a little moment, but I thought I'd share a video with you all because watching music this year, I'm not the first one to say it, 2024 is out of control, and to me this year feels like a year of reckoning for music. There has been make it and break it, and it feels like everybody's popping their head up for some reason or another at the same time to get some clout, make some noise, and it's not working for everyone. So let's talk about it. In absolutely no particular order, I think I'll start off with Charlie XCX. This has been her big year to become common, really, I guess. And I know I've watched one or two videos where she's kind of had these opportunities for fame and mainstream success and pushed herself back. For example, when she released How I'm Feeling Now after her breakout album, you could call it like a breakout album, where she did, duets with, for example, Troye Sivan. She kind of backtracked and she did How I'm Feeling Now, then she did Crash, which was, we all loved Crash. And it was kind of during Crash where she decided to, I guess, be in America and go there. And it's worked out really well for her, but while I'm sure she's having fun being famous in America, is she secretly cringing on the inside? Because while I like the song Apple in her new album, I think everybody likes that song Apple, and I'm sure I fit into her fan base, but I kind of don't want to identify with her fan base. And I don't know, I'm finding Charlie XCX's cringe now. Like, I don't want to talk about her, like, to somebody else. She's no longer like someone on my private playlist. She's not anymore, and she has been, I think, by no intention of her own, has she become also part of the political campaign of Kamala Harris. And I also see she's done a collaboration with Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is completely not on my radar. I heard her breakout song like so many people did, and I liked it. It spoke to me. I kept it on my playlist for like a day or two, but no, it's not part of that fan base. No shade, but no. So yeah, Charlie XCX, to my surprise, in 2024 has gone out of my favor. I really hope she pulls back and she goes super weird and comes back, and this is just a little blimp in her career. We'll see. Next up, and I really want to just go over this rather quickly, it's Jennifer Lopez and Justin Timberlake. They get the same like line from me, the early 2000s. I guess the surprise of 2024 is that they dared and decided to try and come back with just their same old shit. Seriously, I don't know, go and do a residency in Vegas. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Big stars for me from 5 years ago that have had meteoric rises, Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, Doja Cat has evolved. She's shown like her deluxe edition of her album Scarlet is amazing. I'm getting, in some ways, shapes and forms, bits of Lauryn Hill feelings. Like if you hear the opening of Claude 2, the way it opens, I think of Lauryn Hill. Side note, Lauryn Hill is set to come back. She's got something in the works, so I have no idea what to expect. That is going to be wrought with expectations, so I'm literally not expecting anything exciting from Lauryn Hill. Deep down, who wouldn't love that amazingness of her? Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, we all understand how amazing that was. She did something after that, like an album which was quite religious, talking about repenting and stuff, and I really fucked with that album. I really loved it. Didn't listen to it very much, but I loved that so much. That was such deep soul searching, which is raw, incredible art. Loved it completely. So, like, her track record for me is she's acing it, but I don't know what to expect, so not waiting for anything in particular from Lauryn Hill if it comes out this year. While Doja Cat, in my opinion, has evolved, Megan Thee Stallion and I will also say Cardi B, they have stagnated. Megan Thee Stallion has so much energy, she's full of so much promise, but since she blew up with that song Wasn't Nasty, I feel like she's been on the same kind of track record the whole time. And while her album Hiss, Boa, all those singles, they were really nice. Like, I couldn't listen to them for very long. They had 10% of the energy and the character of Megan. I feel like she's not in control of her production, and I'm not getting Megan from her music. I'm hearing Megan, but I'm not getting the stallion, the energy of Tina Snow. So, yeah, she's stagnating. A lot of people are excited about JT since the split from City Girls. I heard City Girls' last album after City on Lock. I really liked it. It wasn't new, but it was like more of City Girls doing City Girls. And there's an album that was really well produced. It's like who produced that album knew who the City Girls are, what they're about, what their sound is, and they delivered that. And I really appreciate that. I actually want to listen to it more, even though it's not new, it's enjoyable. And while JT really, stuck out with her flow, I listened to the first half of her new album and I just left it there. I'm no, not interested. I found her okay on the new Dochi song. I shouldn't say new, it's not new anymore. I think it's like the latest Dochi song.
That hoe, fuck that bitch. G down to the down to ditch. What's that fucking song called?
It's weird, I've got a remix in my head because I listened to one of the remixes more than the other one. Fuck this hoe, fuck this. Anyway, wicked song. We all know what the JT who's on the Dochi song, but yeah, no. Um, I think City Girls were fantastic together. That's all I have to say. Even better when we had Doja Cat featuring. Let's not deny that. But yeah, no, I'm not feeling it for JT. I'm not a go JT sort of a person. I'm surprised I'm saying this, but yeah, she's not giving it for me. We've also seen in 2024 that Madonna is the swamp. She is the deep state. She is Terminator 2. She cannot go down. She will resurrect her head, and she only gets really good publicity. That I think she kind of is she owns the industry, or she's running the show. Like, no one's going to disrespect her officially, but yeah, she's like the mummy that is walking around on a big pyramid. Not afraid to say it. It's just it's past the time. Next up, which has been a surprise to me, is Camila Cabello. I know she was a big popular star before this. She's taken a huge detour, but I think she has really opened up to a lot of new fans this year with her latest album, CXOXO. I listen to that a few times a week. It's definitely on the repeat. It's just a sweet, beautiful, lovely album that knows how to hit the spot. Very much like Claude 2 by Doja Cat, those two albums I keep going back to this year. And that's really saying something, especially like with so much music, so much consumption, to go back over periods of months to albums means it's fire. 2024, like, couldn't go past without mentioning Sabrina Carpenter. I discovered Sabrina Carpenter 3 or 4 years ago. Loved the song Paris, loved the song In My Bed. Her new songs and her breakout songs like Espresso and the other song Please. Look, she's gone commercial. I've wanted to hear more of her. She's not her style is not my go-to style, but yeah, loving it for Sabrina Carpenter. It's great to have something different out there that is cool as well. Um, so yeah, been waiting for that one. I believe she's like a product of Disney, so now's her time finally, whatever. Just yeah, lovely, sweet, airy, easy music, kind of nostalgic, makes us think of a past period of history, and I'm there for that. Yeah, go Sabrina. Getting towards the end now in my 2024 year of the reckoning, next up is Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa is someone like always made me cringe before I even heard her music. I guess it's the sort of people that like Queen Herbie and just not my style, just not my vibe. I don't see her as an artist without even knowing much of her music. I'm not going to say it's not catchy, but I have seen a couple of videos that show how similar a lot of her current songs are to previous songs. I really don't want to throw too much shade on Dua Lipa. I just don't see her as an artist that's creative. I see her as a manufactured pop star, and I think she's had a meteoric debut, and I think that's starting to fall. So 2024 has been a year of reckoning for her. Also, on that topic, we'll talk about
Jeez, what is her name?
Ice Spice. How could you not forget Ice Spice? There is a lot of bad press about Ice Spice. I'm just going to say that I love Princess Diana. That song worked really well. Her flow was fantastic with that beat, and I don't think it would have been as great without Nicki Minaj. I think the combination together was just beautiful. Completely obsessed with that song for about a week or so, and the rest has been like making me think, okay, enough. After a few seconds, turn that off. And yeah, I think another manufactured pop star. I kind of feel for her because I think she's been thrown into fame without much warning, and I I think if it happens organically and more slowly, she would have given us more. To be honest, I really do feel that way. More in line for the year of the reckoning, obviously Katy Perry. I don't know much about Katy Perry. I really wasn't listening to pop music during her time in fame. But when I saw when she had her song came out, Swish Swish, this was at the time that Azealia Banks had the Big Big Beat. I'm looking at the Big Big Beat, and then I'm looking at Katy Perry and Swish Swish, and I'm like, it's just completely tone deaf, especially with like the pandering to all the different diversity groups. I just found that pathetic, and her latest album, Woman's World, is in the same vein pathetic, except it's a little bit more stylized. But yeah, I think she said in a making of that they were really trying to be tongue in cheek, but it didn't work out this time for her. Surprised it ever did. And I feel for her because it's like you've been a music judge for like up and coming amateur artists, judging them, and now you're a failure. Like, what does your word stand for? How could you ever go back to being a judge? Not like you would want to, but like you really dug your hole even deeper by being a judge on The Voice. Also in 2024, Taylor Swift, huge year. Ariana Grande, number one on Billboard with Yes and. Like, they've both solidified themselves as surviving this year of the reckoning. So we're like just past halfway through 2024. I don't know if it's going to continue in this vein. Like, who else can come out and give us something? Is it a 2024 thing? Is it just like the last 6 months thing? It's bizarre, but I think it's a very important cleansing process. It's such a saturated market, and people with big egos that had fame think they can, they've still got what it takes. They dare to try. They find out the reality. But what I would like to see is some of these older artists like come back into the woodworks and actually like totally thrive. Like, remember when Cher had "Do You Believe in Life After Love"? I think her song was called "Believe." Like, imagine if we had that. So let's hope it's Lauryn Hill this year. Who knows who else it could be? All eyes on Lauryn Hill. And let's see what 2024 has to bring. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video and hope to have your commentary. Thank you so much.